Tebeka sana mutegeri wa Meru TV, karibu sana kile gicuci ketu kia muicho kia mubango ya Meru TV rukiri. Ntukuja ndaje Jumatano ya wethere tumba kwithira tukiwatanira na Faith Muchemi na ntukuingi tukawatanira na murembo ngi ngomba kwithira ngikuoni. Ratari no ntuku ya Wednesday last Wednesday atomba kwithira tukiarire man tukathomba jegie library ni bitu batukwire library ba kwithira na bila kini twareto na Faith Muchemi na nenda twarire man tujegie how to set a healthy boundary, learning how to set a healthy boundary. Nuko digana tukwe mwicho etwari na Faith atwirire achore baku bati kumenya your husbands. Iyo kitu mpaka leo. And now ndi na achore lakini kuna mahali wafai wafike.
Yes.
Ke life kwa beauty bio atukumba kuda tukiru tanarwari karibu sana Faith. Na mia ya miyeti tulande na karamu ndi na yukuni na andika nonto I'm learning.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Ni ate nkomba weka mianka na mianka tukwarire mba idote mianka miunda hapana imwanka yo atire mtura bwena nui muchoro kuno mwita muchore ni wapi afai kufika ke maisha yaku ni imbi abati kumenya biegie your life, your marriage, your business na ni imbi atibati komba kwithira kimenya ke nyumba itwiche mageni atibati utonya mwanka bedroom.
Yes.
Right? Na kinyake mutoro yoku kwina rote bati komba kwithira ogete keri antu womba kwithira abaikinya. Karibu sana Faith.
Thank you so much, Annabelle. Ibwega sana ingwigwa no unyonti
sana
bwa kandu karia ndaugire boundaries Annabelle igochekira karwego ukethurwa offensete karwego na te it is a fence not a war to shut people out but it's a fence to protect yourself.
Yes.
Kwa ndariria boundaries ndiuga uri obatere kuimenyera ofisine uri tubatere gwitana na betu where what is not acceptable. Yani ukera mwana muntu atibatere ogutonga you know no konya mwana tena kanywa we said that. Alafu ndauga in friendship, in relationship kwe achore namna mbuge different friends.
Yes.
Kuna ndimbuge in my life I have set of friends and all of them I have boundaries. I have a friend we don't meet for maybe 4 months, 1 year, but when we meet tukarajeka turone negoro. That a friend I know I can call from far mwire 1, 2, 3 na muchore orogu correcta without hiding something. Tino ntu muchore okwa kwire how no tira batere kugo na naize no ra batere kuga but because na kwenda go protect your relationship. No, I want a friend who will shout at me. You should not do that. You cannot do that. Your children cannot be roaming just anywhere. Nuize na ndi tugire toinga skuru antu barikiana everywhere.
Yes.
Kebango kebanti you know in children ntijela ne otokwariria naro no to that is where the sensitivity is. No to adult no muitane about boundaries very simply. No to Annabelle boundaries ndakwira tiena inya with your husband there must be a boundary. No mwanka edroize I can do this in this relationship and I cannot do this in this relationship. No ntuntukwira twamitire na Annabelle nekire the bare minimums on the table. Kwa unande muntu uga wathithio ntu fulani tukiario wanshautira mbere yana. No nshautira what do I do? Those are relationship boundaries. Kwa wanshautira withiro wize ntukwira tukarie tukinyani ato shautanira. Jakinya ogonsautira kaere I am going to walk away. Walking away doesn't mean packing your bags. Move from that conversation. Kena muntu wari kana there was a boundary. Mwekuru kwa kwe mantu nte muthithiria. You know ana bakwa kwe mantu ntenda kuona bakithithia kana bakithithirwo. Those are boundaries.
Now, rwanabetekire twarerie setting healthy boundaries kiri friends.
Yes.
Achore antu baraba tudilungirite. Those people baraturingera thimu indra tuna thina we call them bamba ba show up batuteje na kwenya bangi batwigno. But again they are friends.
Yes.
Ibaitie some things about our lives. But kumenya mwankana. Because again kwena kenya kiuria andi angechura kiria on the who is by the way, who is a friend?
A friend is someone you trust. Na Annabelle, a friend atitidhania. Utumbo karana mtu for 3 months na utimuije. You're not intentional. My friends knows their boundaries. Ibeje, when I'm calling you, I'm asking 1, 2, 3. Na inyambere mwero rango mwera, they are answering already. No, nto ibeje, this is the relationship. I have a friend I ask for financial help. Not everybody. I have a friend I talk about my relationship with my husband. Maybe my first parent, maybe someone. But my best friend is my dad. When it comes to relationship, I'll not lie. He's the person I ask, Dad, you kona ntomurume behave mbatere kudidi ata. Because I believe my father will not misguide me.
Wow.
Kwa unande mantua maingiza maisha Annabelle, what we do, we ask for help wrong places. Ukeza kwithirwa nande we na muchore oku we mwera nwe muchore wa ana baku, nwe muchore your finances, nwe muchore your relationship. When it comes to Andy theria ambera, I felt down. It doesn't work like that. There must be categories of friends, if I can say that way. Kenda antu berewa. No ntukwe muchore ora wara idia when there is pressure from the job. Te muchoro wara idea when there is pressure from your husband or your wife.
Wow.
Those are different people. Na muntu werewe ugono mwanka wibro ugetian menyambira antu the first thing tierewe Annabelle. Then you'll be able to detect somebody who is not a true friend. Lakini what we do, Annabelle, we compromise. Na arwa weze ombere turere 1, 2, 3 wiki nyanja wewe who did you tell? That is a friend that you blacklist there and there because you can't trust him. And that is why I said Achorebakwa women, they don't have a relationship with my husband. I'll tell you again. Achorebakwa girlfriends, I don't have to know their husbands. But I know their children. Why? Because I have to protect my friend. Not if I'm the one who assists my friend when it comes to our relationship issues. For example, nyomba, nderwa, ndadidwa, ndekiranguo nderwa. You know, and let me tell men something. If you want to correct your wife, there's a better way of doing something. Ira muntu we were ended na don't know we kirere wait, you know, even pretend that you were waiting no ended lakini you were end utikwenda umara no nyomba. You know, there show somebody kindness. Then we utikwenda umeona kaire. You know, a woman will go and even start hitting themselves. Na iro kuona antu we are insecure everywhere because the people we trusted but about to correct her friendly when we were dating. Remember where our it was not a big deal. No, to everything else was done in kindness. But na ndebo kara 20 years like us. You know, you have to make your partner understand why you dislike something. What if that is my favorite pair of shoes? Yes. You know, I will wear it for me. Na ndewamba ide kuga na ndiwa na ndema antunya no era muntu atiri kirato kiugite buja na irangu ne ribu menyerete kwaria Annabelle. It will just make sense. But na de antu barabera antu kenda wita muntu ngoro. You know, we are living in relationships where muntu arenda kuona when you're hurting. And because that is what is happening to so many families. Okay, muntu ekwira oni I don't understand my spouse. No, like they are not even hating anymore. You know, they are just everything you do is wrong. Man to John the jaja was segments. No geta kwe mwekuro kukana mukuro kwa motorira everything. Were a section at a time. Kuna ndiki ongo kwera I need a friend. Nderwa how my body is. You know, I believe in the way I am. The good thing with me is that I like the way I look. And it will be so unfortunate you coming and tell me I don't like. Who are you? You know I resemble God. So, and I know God did not make a mistake. I was not there when I was created. Niki kwa more light and they kwa more darker. That is not my business. No ndare urenda gitate. Kuna andi tuaredie. This place where you don't understand who a friend is. A friend is someone you can trust. No moringira thimo nuize the mistake we do again. tutiathikaira nkoro kwi kantu geta conscious kara kasauti kara kendene ukaringira Annabelle but Annabelle is my only friend no there is a reason why kasauti kaugo kwira not Annabelle not maybe God knows Annabelle will not take what you're saying the way you want her to kuna ndimbuge the reason why I've remained in friendship with my girls forever is because I don't have business with their spouses.
And now, with a friend, ni mtu raombikia the person you trust.
Yes.
Raombiki witikia.
Yes.
Kitara imbeteketi mtu, why should I put boundaries?
That is wisdom. That is wisdom. Kwe mantu utira wengwa, you speak to yourself. Na kwe mantu menya, if I go and speak out, I'll get help. Kwe untobwetawa self-conversation.
Yes.
Especially when you're hurting, when you're so happy. No mwanka webiro kimenya, in this life, there are things that I keep to me, and there are things I can share. Musoreo unande ungimbo na anto baki behave. Annabelle, you call your girlfriend, akadia na nyomba yonde. I highlighted that to you, kauga. Musoreo ku imusoreo ku. Na inyana baku ibo batere kumenya, there is that friend you call, na bakamenya mom is going through something. Uga iwa ringira kazujuti mo, it is very, 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 very serious. No kaigwa when she want to go marry, there is another friend that you call, know. So I want to teach people that friends shouldn't be in category. No kaigwa you're not trusting somebody, tafadhali. Wacha kujipendekeza. Unajua sasa hapo ndio tunafanyanga makosa. Wewe dhire fulani na fulani ibaandika nilete message. But because you trust your girlfriend so much, you'll not confront them and ask them, okay, I thought I am your friend. And I mean, mantu jamwe, jaria tutikwerewa tia tutigire murungu. But there are things you should see as a human being. And not lie to yourself. Then, to chikaira gakone nekara gotia area. When I meet a conversation between my family, my husband, to say, and my girlfriend, that I am not involved, that one is a red flag. What were they talking about? I expect my friend to talk to me. Even if you want to get help from my husband, you don't go to my husband. Some things are respect. You respect me before we became friends. And you should show respect as our friendship grow. One thing, utumba kuiza kuira mukuru okwanto no tembere, and you're my friend. You're asking for help. It is respectful enough. You come through me, then now I go to my man and I tell him, my friend needs 1, 2, 3 help. Lakini nande because that I am the friend of the family. Let's come to the friend of the family. Friend of the family, people should respect other people's families. Now, as an individual, you go set boundaries where your friend cannot kupita.
Na zikipitwa, ne hatanga menya, zimevunjwa.
Annabelle no arejea mtu kimakosa akwera dirari tina. Now what in that conversation? Dirone something. And when we sit in our friendship table, we start sharing about our fears. And one of the fear, of course, we fear losing our homes, and we share freely. But we also share something else. What if I'm not respected? What if I'm not respected? This is the family that I adore. What if this family doesn't adore me the same way? Then you set boundaries. You don't have to go where people are going so that you make others happy. No, I am the main, I am the main person in this game. So I should take care of my peace. Don't do things that drains you because you want to make people happy. So for example, we in families where maybe we are not accepted, we are not loved, we are not, maybe, whatever it is, protect your peace. Because in Yantu, like they love you. No, there is that something. And I wish people can understand that respect my boundaries, I am respecting yours. When I say no, I don't need to feel guilty. I have said no, it is a no for a reason. Kurande timuntu ago force amantu neja go drain. Or I want to go drain psychologically. You don't want to go, but because people are going, even in church, I don't want to go somewhere, but because I have to, protect yourself first. Because when you go there drained, you do more harm than good.
Okay, niboka sana. Na ki setting boundaries, ki friendships, kuenda red flags. Mamtera wa like yoko na hii hapa, hii nayo. Kadhure hii, hapana, ameanza kufanya saa hii, hapana. Hakuna red flags when setting up boundaries. Ni ndivyo ngo tukumba kuthira atukia ile kenda kinyato munyate kind of people para tukumba kutha tugita achoreka na tukirelate abo in a day to day business.
You have to understand what trust means to you. When I tell you I trust you, when I share my information with you, what do I expect from you? That it is between me and you. Na antu bamenye, when people share their information, when I share with you something and you go share with somebody, I am not a problem. You are. Because I trusted you and you broke the trust. So don't wait for next time, Annabelle. That's where we make mistakes. And you're like, okay, let me not take it serious. Take people serious the first time. Don't wait for the that time. Because the that time, you get the surprise of your life. So now, when we are talking about setting boundaries, even for our children, we need to teach them how to set boundaries. Their no should be respected. When they say no, their no should be respected. For example, now we have taken our children to their grandparents. Then your daughter calls you and tell them, there is an uncle who behaves 1, 2, 3. Without you as a mother getting alarmed and quickly taking action, you start explaining to your daughter, that is a relative. I want to speak to mothers. There is no relative in your daughter's life. No relative. When your daughter comes to you expressing a kind of fear, take it serious and stop explaining that is a relative. Because that's where our daughters are being abused. One of their 10 years, what are we teaching our 10 years old? That my body is mine and mine alone. It belongs to me. And no one should touch my body at 10 years. I bathe myself, I dress myself, I require security when I'm doing that, and then I come out. So, we are blinded by love. Because our children, Annabelle, are not abused because they did not show you the sign. They got abused because you did not take the sign seriously. Don't explain to your daughter that is your father. Please. No. Move your daughter away from that person because it starts from somewhere. And we need to teach our children when they are told that is a secret between me and you. There is no I said again. Teach your daughter and your son. There are no secrets between you and your uncle, you and your auntie, you and your cousins. By teaching them boundaries. If someone bullies you the first time, tell them, I don't like that. If they bully you again, report, and tell your daughter or your son, it is good to tell somebody that you trust. We go back to the word trust. Because mwanomba kwethirwa ate trust ngina nontu era ngina something else will erupt in the family. What if I am a daughter, I'm 13 years, my father is touching me inappropriately? What will happen when I tell my mother? If you've not taught your daughter about those things, they will not say anything. You'll realize when they're expectant.
Mistakes. Yeto bakudura tukibidhia kaita karatu set boundaries. Watrima labda kuna mahali umeweka kufikwe. Lakini tunapitiza kiwango. Kanako yowe ndacho reba kuba kinyala kine ndebo ibakolokirie. Hizo boundaries awataki ama kuna vile umewafungia nje kimpango kaitene kakuka useti your boundaries na ujui.
Hapana, Annabelle. Don't beat yourself up. A friend is somebody you trust. I started by saying that. And if you see a red flag, something that is not going well with your heart, do not ignore it. You know, Muntoga, I am overthinking. Conscious, do not lie. Kama kuna kasauti kana kuzungumzia. Conscious never lies. And we go through what we go sometimes because, okay, you know, my heart was telling me, yes, your heart spoke, but you're not keen enough to realize. Or you're not keen enough to tell your heart, I have heard you, I will deal with it. You know, that's the you know, we are not, there's someone else inside me that tells me when I'm going to do something wrong, the heart refuses, you know, and when you want to make a certain decision and your body may refuse completely, or starting with your mind. So, utimi ankaumba weka, yaoga, I think the way I set boundaries, I blocked, no, we are creating a fence, not a wall, to shut people out. No, mwanka withiro wena, nanda our friends are in categories. When I'm asking for financial, even advice, I have this, and I am true enough 100%. That's my mentor. They are going to guide me accordingly, without any fear or favor of competition, because we are not in the same lane. So now, when we are choosing people we call mentors, you know, mentors is someone that you admire. They tell you things. You know, a coach is something who walks with you daily, everything you do. Now, those people, they are in categories. Now, really, Annabelle took understand, I belong to this category. You know, now we have been here doing a program for I don't know how long. There are things you cannot tell me. That is a boundary. And you feel comfortable telling me other things. And there are things you know, you evaluate before bringing them to me. So you've already placed that boundary. And I think we are doing well the way, you know, the way we are, because now, there are things we share, there are things we do not share. I expect you to share your, you know, marital issues with someone else that you can share with me, but there must be someone. That's someone. And let me tell you something. If you tell somebody something about your, for example, your spouse, and they are like, even me, I noticed. You know those statements you've had? I think my husband, even me, I have noticed. No. You listen, you analyze, even if you had noticed 3 years ago. That is when you're supposed to tell Annabelle, before she committed her life to the wrong person. Now that you've noticed after 3 years, some things will not be corrected. For example, Annabelle, they have a child. That one will never be corrected. But if you said, there is something that I want you, Annabelle, to analyze before you say the yes. You know, that's a friend who is not thinking about today or because you really want to get married. No, Annabelle, I think there is something you really need to evaluate. And you give someone space to go and do their own research and make their own decisions, because we don't make decisions for people. Even for our friends, we don't tell them, you do 1, 2, 3. You tell them, if I was in your shoes, I'll do 1, 2, 3. But their decisions remain with them. And you know, now we go again to these relationships. There's a decision you make as a friend and in an ikwaza. For example, we used to have family meals. You, my husband, and my children, your family, blah, blah, blah. So I realized something is not going right somewhere. I cut either the husband or the children. It doesn't go well with you. What do I do as a friend? You know the friendships to keep and the ones to let go.
Na kwa the categories of friendships, na roko we na different friends, baraba kuteta kia ku handle different situations.
Yes.
I don't know, kidra when it comes to finances, obati kuchua mtu labda maybe naichi kuhandle amount ya finance. When it comes to relationships ama marriage, unatafuta mtu labda mwenye ako na familia yake, ama what happens, or you can just choose wewe finances, wewe relationships, wewe sijui nini, wewe watoto wakinikazirisha ni wewe. What happens when categorizing?
As you're staying with your friends, I can tell the strength with my friends. I can tell the areas I can trust in them and the areas that I question. And you don't have to tell somebody, I don't like the way you handle your children. No, you become a friend to the children until they admire the way you treat your children and they change for their children. Now, you don't go choosing people like that. When you meet with me, you already know what you can tell me. If you want to tell people the truth, unajua chenye utaniambia freely. Without, will she misjudge me? No, there is nothing. Me, I see when I tell you something and you judge me, at least I have shared with someone. I have taken the first step. And the people that judge others, you know, when we talk about trust has gotten so delicate that I said the only person I trust about my relationship issues is my dad. I have a reason for that, and I know my friends are watching. And now today they have known why I don't share with them.
Maybe they think
not because I do not trust them. No, hakuna relationship, haina bumps. Hata yangu iko nazo, mingi. But now they are the way I handle them. So that if my friend speaks to me, she speaks to me from a point of strength that she sees in me. You cannot, and people, we have a problem. You cannot come to speak to me about a business if my business is fading. It's the same about marriage. If you want to speak about a marriage that lasts, you have to identify one that has lasted. You know. So now I'm answering your question of how do I pick?
Yes.
This person must have some strength in the area that you're consulting. Because now you won't consult about your partner from someone who's separated with their partners.
Wow.
Number one, because you don't know how they'll take it. Someone may ask, why is she telling me this? And she knows
what happened.
Maybe she's even making fun of me. And you genuinely had a problem that you thought your friend is going to help you. But you don't know their version of the story. So you go thinking you're sharing something that you require help, and someone has already twisted it from what they have gone through. So what am I saying? I talk about finances to someone who is doing well financially, more than me. We are not competing. I am learning from you. The same way our children, we model them. If they hear us say no to shout, no to treating me this way, no to, they will understand the word no is a complete sentence. I can say no when someone is asking me some questions online. You know, our children now, they're exposed everywhere. Your daughter is with the phone of your son. You don't know who they are chatting with. Someone is asking, where do you school? How do I get there? And this is a stranger. You should tell your children to say, no, I do not, discuss confidential information with a stranger. So that now they understand that when it gets to this level, this is not a stranger anymore. This is an enemy who wants to come and invade my circle. So there is a lot that is not happening, Annabelle, especially now that we are with our children. We should teach them what to accept, because us, at least, we are teachable. Them children are very innocent. They trust. But if you see your daughter or your son has some, someone, they have some limits. Kuna mahali hataki, hata huyu uncle unamwambia, you can hug your uncle, and she's like, I don't have to. Please, mom, say thank you. I respect your decision. But dig deeper, because there's something. You don't just go, yeah, it was just an occurrence. That's where we make mistakes. Me, I am so, what do you call them? I will investigate. I will look deeper, because I understand science will be followed by symptoms. And there's diagnosis. I do not want to diagnose. I see the signs, I deal with the signs. Yes.
When it comes to boundaries,
yes.
Are they communicated? Are they felt? such that kaiti karuni ngai kamyanka ayekwa mbati kubaira nendri ani obati ukuluka ani otibati ukuluka kana ibongwa bati kwa ilia kuona hata kama tunasema nikienda hii route lakini nikipita hivi niko sawa. Are they felt?
I'll give a very good example to men when it comes to, because there are material boundaries, the emotional boundaries, there are physical boundaries, the emotional boundaries. If you hear a man say, there's an anger, you know, when the Twitter ngawikia, you should understand clearly that comes rain, comes sunshine, unless this man is healed, Gariao, they are not free.
Wow.
When it is moving with friends. I have given you a very good example. But we come here where you don't trust Annabelle with your car, but because Annabelle has an occasion, na nuize nyoga atinda waze tu kwe unondo Annabelle enanga. No, if you have identified Annabelle, for example, they mishandle cars. You know, there are people that mishandle things. You mishandle children, you mishandle relationship, is the same way you're going to mishandle my car. So I'll tell you, I don't give out my car, but I can offer to drive you
to where you want
to go. Don't allow me to take your car. Na utanuna siku mzima. I have given a very good example. Men and their vehicles. I don't give out my car. My car, I don't carry everybody. Na watu wajue gari is not mabati. Kuna watu utabeba kwa hiyo gari na utafirisika.
Wow.
Kuna watu utabeba kwa hiyo gari na utabarikiwa. So your car is not just mabati and tiles. There are things we need to know spiritually. That kwe muntu ukamata ngari karuma go get tire burst from nowhere. Kwe muntu ukamata, you know, because after. No, do not be ignorant, because there is a message that God is sending to you. Now some people murungu na to communicate fast, but we are so friendly that we ignore the voice that I tell you about. Never. Ukinipata kwa barabara na roho imekataa kunibeba, please move. Without guilt. That is your car. So now I have given a very good example. Men with their vehicles. Okay, wa muntu akwira alo ende na function inkwe ndombi inkwe anko kuromba ngari mtu akwira woni nteza na ngare kwa ene nkagwikia. That is a very good boundary. Muntu gekite boundary na material things. Tiawe, you know, I don't do this, but if you agree, I will be the driver. They respect their car. Maybe they have earned it through sweat and blood. So do not go saying, hey, gare fulani na fulani. No. Muntu kawa to their boundaries. And it is the high time as human beings. Even Jesus had boundaries.
Wow. Tukirikia, some can be communicated.
Yes.
For example, nazili hawezi ongea.
Everything can be felt. When you come to my house and I'm uncomfortable, don't come again.
How will I know uko uncomfortable? Na nimekuja unkundia chai.
No, Annabelle.
Ungwa togeni buraku bati.
Annabelle, kuna ushaenda kwa boma utoke ukiwa unfulfilled. Not because of chakula. Because of how everything unfolded. Don't go there again.
Wow.
Don't force yourself. And when it comes to boundaries, it is important people realize there are reasons why people set boundaries. To avoid things that drains them. Kwe muntu weza wakwezire Annabelle na kwa wetite ngugende na nueretie. For 2 hours, wanakupatia stories make sense. They don't respect you going somewhere in the first place. They don't respect you have an appointment. You know, it is now you and what they want to say. No, you should respect. If you come to my home, I'm ready, I am moving out, unless it is an emergency. You know, we can go talking. But I mean, kurianto bara baroka anja tianto, and this goes to our communities. Kurianto bara na butiga wabokiara ye, you know, onwe okarokere, my friend. Ira muntu rokere, okatura okaira rokere. Friendly way. Kwe muntu orai nago wezire, kwe wa muntu akiuga nago wezire inya tuterugete kinya chai. That is a communication you're supposed to understand.
Wow.
Annabelle, some things you don't have to be said. Annabelle kuma na arwa wa kinyagwa. Oh no, that's not a kind way of saying something. But I may say something that ringer to you. What did she meant? When she says, some people, they're even very, very bad. They will tell you, si tumesikia hiyo huko kwa village.
Sana.
Na ngo butinda kuromba. You know, those are boundaries. It's only that we did not understand them. But now that we do, we know where we are welcomed from the depth of our hearts and where we are pushing. Please, I'll tell people for free, stop pushing. Anywhere, not even in a working place. If you feel your input is not accepted, move out. Move away quickly before these people start draining you, because watakukamua mpaka kale kamwisho. Then ukitoka hapo, you're just a shell. Wow. There are some offices that are very toxic. You know, you should tell your boss, I was doing 1, 2, 3 as directed, and you want me to do 1, 2, 3. Give me the priority. That is a communication. That I was handling 1, 2, 3, which you have put already deadline. You are brought in something else. Now you tell me what I should deliver first. Somebody will be wise to know. Nikimpatia hiyo kazi, atamalizana nayo alete. And that's how you see some people, they are very happy in office, and others are always gloomy. Because you don't know how to communicate your boundaries. We cannot, you know, someone comes and they want to tell you about Sunday or how the weekend went. And you have deadlines. You know you want to complete. You should just tell them, please can we talk about that when we go for tea. Mtu atanyamazisha mundomo. But now you want to show them, you know, I am listening. Who is losing? It is you. It is you, Annabelle.
Boundaries.
Communicate your boundaries. Let your boss understand. Let your family understand. Let your children understand. If I lock myself in the room, I do not want to be disturbed unless it is urgent. Maybe I'm praying, maybe I'm meditating, and what I love doing, maybe I'm reading. And my daughters as young as 4 years knows. They knock, they meet me with books, they just walk away. Because they have learned, I have shown them as a model that if I'm doing this, I want this time. And you should communicate even without saying Barbary. They are going to learn from what they see. From what they see. It is as easy as that, even with friends. There are things you can say, there are things you can never say to a certain friend. It's even better you share with a stranger, kwa gari umwambie, by the way, I am going through 1, 2, 3. Someone who knows they will never meet you again, rather than this friend. Before you leave here, everything is analyzed and channeled to 10 groups of WhatsApps.
Oh my God.
So it's better if you really have to share, share with a stranger and walk away.
Wow.
They have no reason to doubt you. They don't have reason to judge you. They will give you as it has come. And everybody moves on.
Thank you. Tukirikia, tell us how to communicate our boundaries without feeling guilty.
Hey, Annabelle. If you want to be peaceful in this life, Annabelle, and some of us, it's not that we don't have storms. We have mastered the art of boundaries. That if I'm quiet doesn't mean I don't have so much to talk. I have chosen the quietness. Now, when you show someone your boundaries, you don't have to go further and even explain them. Because those are your boundaries. And some things are more respected when they are not explained. I hope, Annabelle, you're getting this. Some things are more respected when they are not explained. You know, how are you? Fine. Someone asks you, how is Baba Watoto? I respect when you don't ask me about my husband, because our relationship is between me and you. That one you will never hear again forever and ever. Clear and clean.
Wow. Nimeka sana gutegerwa Meru TV kilogete ndeke ithantatu akinyuma thenya cheru kiri kumba kwithira chirwa ma Alex no kambariritie mbira tafadhali, Masai imeisha tafadhali, Masai imeisha tafadhali, Masai imeisha. Alex, tumegusikia, lakini next time sio tutafanya nini? Ndeka chetu ni
utawacha kuiba ndaka yangu. Thank you. Thank you.
I promise. Even next time atukuibi. Nibeka sana mutegeri wa Meru TV, nibeka sana Madam Faith na tupokoya na kutu kunura matu. I feel like next time tubatikumba kuta tukiendelea na tubatikumba kuta tukikamyanga healthy. Such a way that ndeta ki kwa Faith. Niki feel something tebati koroka onoro nene ringi.
Yes.
Because kwena ka sign amboneri nikaona hapa ni kama kuna maneno yedi sawa.
Na usiignore tafadhali.
And again agatwira kinyene atatu bateri kumba kudira tukimenya these things na unajua sometimes no tumenya wa create enemy no tunende nkuyaki kwa Madam Faith nkoroka ambera tu as simple as ile ya kujere kinya tutiriwete nya chai anto ambeta nkamate tontu bwa inemiti kutuika tutekoro kwariria
bere tumara na Alex. Let me answer that because I can see your facial expression. Now, if you come to my home Bambirioko, you know mutore mbona mutore o mami kwe wewe za inyana ruko bere inya mami aria na agwakia mwanki. You know that is a friend that my mother is comfortable with.
Wow.
Na you know agiakia mwanki mami na agwikira rujiriko, you know they are a team. Na kwe mucore ongi ukona my mom ariria mwarine. You know, don't wait to be told. These things, Annabelle, they are very white, clean, white and black. Tena yetu atu insista na tote wetikia. You know, no, me when you show me the first time something, I don't wait for the next experience. And I am this human who do not just go judging and getting annoyed. By the way, I know when I'm annoyed, mimi ndio naumia. So I respect Annabelle. And be next time I know when I want to see Annabelle, I'll call her in the hotel. I don't have to meet her in her home.
Wow.
If it is really important, you should analyze these things in life. So that now mbugere boundaries che kairo neki. Kendo ti kedro ki igwoko drenwa. You know igwoko kamwa. We unakuja na mambo yako ugantutira ugachitira. Mantu jare nyontu tirire jomba ko disolate the whole of my day. No. Why imagine you allow that for 10 years? Thank you.
Mbona nina relate? Lakini ni sawa. Yote 9:10. Thank you very much. Nibega sana. Amutegeri wa Meru TV no tuba kwambira ni about kumera tumbere kudia tukiambire kirinde toche Meru TV rukiri monga thai chekinya thai nyana ndeka kenda ni chekinya ithano ankethera ngichokera kiri mubango you are the wave mpaka nya enkuche meruke kidogo tuno kethera ngichokera kiri mubango you are the wave. Once again ibega sana Madam Faith tulimane tukuya Wednesday. We promise you next Wednesday tuena director kwa Alex. Si ndio Alex? Wednesday utakuweka vizuri.
Thank you so much. Asante.
Nimega sana.